Moving on from what it is that you can do with the actual physical camera, what can you do with the apparatus that you're going to take the image with? What we have to do is also correct the way it is that you think about how you take an image or how it is that you frame an image. So let's go back to, you know, you taking a picture someplace. Let's go back to, the photography in the park, the friends getting together for the first time in a while and taking a selfie together. Just think about where it is that you usually put the subject of your photo. Do you put it top dead center? Probably, right? And probably you do a top dead center and you do it this way in portrait orientation. And both of those are fine places to start, but they do not give to you the overall best of the image that you can expect. Now, the maxim that you should be using is what is known as the rule of thirds. Now, I have an entire page on the rule of thirds that follows this. It's immediately below this page in Eagle. And there's a video in there that very, very aptly describes what the rule of thirds is. And what I'll tell you is your phone has in its settings, if it doesn't call it the rule of thirds, it will call it grid lines. Always, always, always activate that. Now, I will tell you, these videos bend on that rule a little bit, just because of the way I have to frame for the way my office is set up, because otherwise you would see, I mean, you can see all the junk over here for all the computers I have to use to get this to go, but like the playground over here for the boy, or the home gym, or all those other things you don't need to see, we kind of have to move a little bit. But for the most part, I am not top dead center in these videos either. I'm a little bit offset. I'm also not, let's get it right here. So I'm sure the mic really kicked up right here though. If I'm way down there, that would be the center of the frame. That doesn't necessarily give you the best idea of scale and of scope for your image. Turning on grid lines and simply adhering to them pretty much instantaneously gives you a better overall image. Now, the rule of thirds has been here literally since the very, very beginning of photography, when consumer photography wasn't a thing, when professional photography included those massive boxes with that big phosphorus flash that could kill somebody. That's not an exaggeration. Those had actually killed people. So we've come a long way since then, but we have figured out this rule way back in the primordial stages of photography is turn on those grid lines. Really all you need are three vertical and three, that's horizontal rather, three horizontal and three vertical separations in your image, and line up the main focus of your image on two of them. So it would be things like putting either an eye or a smile or a nose in the places where two of those grid lines intersect, and boom, almost instantaneously you have a better photo. So you can see examples of that in the page down below this, and I really invite you to go there to look, because they do a great job of, here's your subject in the middle, here's your subject with rule of thirds, and the colossal difference in the overall quality of a photo is instantly apparent. I do this all the time when we go on family vacations or things like that. Is, by now the extended family even knows, just hand Eric the camera. But when I take the same photo as somebody else, it's always based on the rule of thirds. And even though it's not something I communicate, I don't sit there and like, that'd be even more of a jackwagon behavior than I am willing to display. But they can feel that instantly, and really all we have to do is turn on the guidelines, and I always tell them, here, try it again. just line it up here. And boom, they're off and running, taking better photos forever more. So the rule of thirds is something that should guide you for every photo you take. Can you break that rule? Absolutely. But will it help all the time? Absolutely.